third reason is that Yusuf alayhi salam used an illegal procedure to settle his problem. And you must understand that what Yusuf alayhi salam has done is not haram. That means if there is dhulm, injustice on you, and you can find someone in the system that will help recover your right and settle your problem, it is not haram. Even if they ask you to pay to get your right and you pay, it's not haram, because it is dhulm, injustice they are doing on you, and they are taking your money unjustly. But if you refuse and resist and ask for the law to be applied as it is, without accepting any other way of settling the situation, it is better. And as long as people accept that dhulm and each one will try to solve his problem on his own or give money, so the situation will never change. So the situation needs people that will stand and ask for the law to be applied and for justice to be done. So what is permissible for the common of people, Allah does not accept it for those who are closer to Him, like Yusuf alayhi salam. So Allah did not accept that Yusuf alayhi salam goes through this indirect procedure to settle his problem. So for all of this, Allah Ta'ala left Yusuf alayhi salam in prison for many years. And look how the behavior of Yusuf alayhi salam totally changed after this period he passed in prison. So many years later, the king had a dream. No one could understand. But the king understood only one thing, that this dream is important and this dream is not nonsense. And something is going to happen in my kingdom and I must know what it is, but I don't know what it is. And that's when the person who was giving him wine remembered Yusuf alayhi salam and went to ask him in prison. And just imagine, Yusuf is in prison after all these years, and that man comes, hey Yusuf, we need you, the king is stuck, all the government is stuck, this is what's happening. So what are you going to say? Now you remember me? Because you need me? That means if you didn't need me, you would never have remembered me. And you come ask for my help? After all these years I am in prison. Don't you see what kind of food I'm eating? Where am I living? These years of my life wasted. And you got married, you have children, you are living in the palace and all that. And you come ask me for my help. But first of all, you have to take me out of here. And you have to repair this injustice that I have had from your government and your king and your laws. And after that, we're going to discuss about your problem, because that problem is very, very big problem that is going to happen in your country, and I know how to help you, but what are you going to pay me? We have to make up a deal and make things very clear on this partnership we're going to do. But Yusuf alayhi salam just gave him the answer, the explanation of everything, or he could have given half and kept half. So they will come crying, please tell us the rest. We need to know the end of the story. But Yusuf gave them everything and told them about the solution and did not keep any card in his hand to play and to negotiate with. So look how all the idea of the king came out of his heart. All the idea of how can I get out of this prison came out of his heart. Ya Allah, you want me to stay in prison? Alhamdulillah. You want me to go up? Alhamdulillah. If I stay here, I am worshipping you. You send me someone from time to time to give him da'wah. Alhamdulillah. You want me to go out? Alhamdulillah. It's not my choice. You are my Lord. Whatever you decide is good for me. I don't need to struggle to go out of prison. Why? I should just struggle to please my Allah. I am here in i'tikaf. The idea, the need, the desire to go out of prison has come out of his heart. The thought that, the king, that has come out of his heart. So the man came back to the king and told him, Majesty, your dream, this is what it is. And as soon as he gave the explanation, something very special happened. Is that dream, no one could understand anything, not even a bit, not even a partial a beginning of understanding. But as soon as he gave that explanation, everybody saw that that was the truth. Because they could have said, no, what are you talking about? I don't believe in this. No, forget it. No. Everybody knew. No one could say anything. That's it. It's like if there's a sheet over something and people say, what is this? Is this a man? Is this a guitar? Is this a statue? Is this bags? And when you take out the sheet and everybody sees what it is, it's finished. No one now is wondering or thinking what it could be, or it could have been this or that. Everything is clear to everybody. So the king said, who gave you this explanation? And he said, Majesty, do you remember the other year when that problem of the poison happened and I was in prison and we met a pious guy? He's so pious and pure. And he explained, we had dreams, he explained to us, and he's still there in prison. And he told me to tell you about him, but I forgot. And the king says, bring him to me. And now the army comes in prison. Yusuf, yes, come here. Where? To the king's palace. The king is waiting for you. And Yusuf ﷺ says, no, I will not come. Huh? What are you saying? The king is ordering you to come. And Yusuf says, no, the king does not have the right to take me out of prison. This is not legal, what you are asking me to do. If the king wants me out of prison, he has to go to the court, open the case, repeat the trial, bring the witnesses, and see if I am guilty or innocent. If I am guilty, I must finish what is due, my time in prison. If I'm innocent, it is the judge and the court that should decide. That is the legal procedure. The king must follow. And I'm not going out of prison. Allahu Akbar. Do you see the total change in the behavior of Yusuf alayhi salam? The value of the king has totally come out of his heart. Coming in, out of prison, staying in prison, he doesn't care. The only thing that matters is to please Allah and to be straight, not to do something wrong. The other year we tried to do a wrong way and we ended up 4 years in prison. Now there will not be any wrong way, any tortuous way. We have to follow the legal and straight procedure. And the king did what Yusuf told him to do. And he got the witnesses and he cleared out the case. And Yusuf was declared innocent. So now the king must give excuses to Yusuf alayhi salam, because it is under his responsibility that he was abusively imprisoned. And now the king met him and so. So the question is, I told you that the education of Allah goes until the acceptance. And after the acceptance start the utilization. When does this acceptance occur? To which point are we going to follow the education, the efforts and the tests until Allah is pleased with us, accepts us? What is the criteria, the condition that makes that Allah is pleased with us and Allah uses us for religion? So the criteria is one simple thing. Allah will accept us when there's nothing else in our hearts but Allah. That is the condition. That is the condition. As long as you have the money in your heart, the power, the desire for luxury, for your own nafs, how can Allah use you for religion? You are still impure. You need to be cleaned. You cannot take responsibility over people. You speak about Allah, but in your heart is something else. You cannot do the job for Allah. You need to clean yourself, to educate yourself, And you're still going to need more effort and test and difficult situation to get all that makhluk, all those creatures out of your heart. And the faster you do it, the better it is. And when you take that out of your heart, Allah will show you His power. And Allah will use you to change things, inshaAllah. It is the change of your heart and your person that will bring the change in the world. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.